Welcome to the state of the class dress. It's August 12th on a Friday. Oh yes, I guess. This week we ended up our culture unit. We're taking a test on Monday. Taking a test on Monday. That's your second reminder, so make sure that you totally do remind yourself of that over the weekend to study. And I have been reminding them to study at least a vocab 15 minutes a day, so that's pretty good. And if you do those things, I'm almost guaranteeing you that you won't miss any. But if you don't do those things, then it's going to be really rough, and it's not going to be good for you. Not because I want you to do well on a test, because I think it's more important that you learn how to learn, and that you are putting in the effort to know the vocabulary and be able to apply them in conversations that we have in class. So that's more important to me than matching something on a test. So even though I have to give you grades and stuff, that's what I really focus on, I guess. So this week, the main thing that we talked about was comparing cultures, ourselves to other students, because we all have different traditions, different ways of doing things, different things that have been passed on, things that we believe, that type of stuff. And it's really interesting to see students see similarities between themselves and differences as well. And so hopefully we open that up a little bit so that we can have a nice classroom atmosphere and a nice classroom culture as we continue to build and learn from each other and about each other. The other highlight was probably learning about this group of people who live in Papua New Guinea called, I pronounce it the Maimafu, and they can tell you all about it. But we had a wonderful discussion in class about what makes someone wealthy. And so we discussed United States culture, and we also discussed the Maimafu culture, and they can tell you all about it, but because I'd rather them tell you about it. But it's really interesting to see what people value in their lives and how they can help people. So we started off by reading something together, and I read it to them, and I think they might have a little bit different opinion, and after reading it, kind of what life maybe really is about, not necessarily focusing on money, which money isn't a bad thing, but I think you'll see that most of the students related more to the Maimafu and their values of love and caring and friendship and kindness, and the way that they reached out to a couple people who, a couple from the story. I'll let them tell you. It's whatever. I'll just let them tell you. But that was that. Next week we're getting into latitude, longitudes, and maps, and reading maps and learning how to find places on a map. It has changed a little bit since we now have the invention of awesome phones and GPS, but we will do stuff a little old school, and we'll teach them how to use it on a map. And then we'll probably get into using Google Earth a little bit as well, because that's what we do now in Google Maps and stuff like that. So that's kind of what we're heading to. We're also going to be looking at, I'll probably start reading a book that's called Inch and Miles. And I've read it to all my classes that I've ever taught, and it's about John Wooden's Pyramid of Success. And that's what we'll kind of start focusing on a little bit. It is more life lessons, but they're really short clips every day, and Inch and Miles meet a new person every day that tells us a new character trait. And hopefully you've maybe read it before or heard about the Pyramid of Success, but something that I like to use in class. Other announcements, I know band and choir people, you guys are selling your stuff, so good luck with that. And football season for 7th and 8th grade has started. We have games will start next Tuesday, and I saw cross country running the other day, and I know 7th and 8th grade volleyball are out. But the only sport that 6th graders can do is cross country, so hopefully I'll see some of them out there. I think that's all the announcements that I had, but hopefully you have a wonderful week. Things have gone off to a great start, I think. And I'm hoping to do some smaller conferences with students as we kind of get into the flow of kind of just how things work and the culture of our room. So I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Hope everything is fine and dandy, and we could use a little rain. So hopefully it rains a little bit. Not storm, but rain. So have a wonderful weekend. Do something nice for someone. Have fun, not enough to get in trouble. And make sure that you do not ever eat someone else's toenails. Yours are okay, even though that's weird, but not someone else's. See ya.